So hopefully your sheet metal looks like mine does now, with these 2.5 by 5 inch rectangles in each corner. The next step we're going to make is we're going to work on these diagonals here. Since our toolbox has a diagonal shape on each end, we need to figure out how far in from this current line we have, how do we make that diagonal line? So if you look at your print, we're going to look at the far right hand side. You can see this is the line we just made. This line here is that. Okay? So we see these extension lines coming out. Between the extension lines we have these dimension lines. So we see that from here, from the line we just made, which is this line here, in is 2 1/4. So we're going to measure it down 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, and then 2 1/4. We're going to make our marks in all 4 places. And then we need to figure out how far down we're going to go. So again, you're looking for extension lines from the end of the plate on the print in. So we're looking at these extension lines, this extension line here. You see it's at the end. We're seeing at the bottom of this diagonal line here, we're seeing these extension lines again going to dimension lines at 2 3/4. So we're going to go over 2 1/4. So let's do that now. Now you can do it one of 2 ways. We're going to put our 0 on our other mark that we had. We're going to go in 2 1/4 and make a small reference line. I'm going to center it on 2 1/4, and I'm going to make a reference mark at 0. I'm going to come down here, do the same thing. 0 is on my other line that I made previously, 2 1/4. Center my 2 1/4 on the previous line. Make my mark at 0. Okay, so you went in 2 1/4, 2 1/4, all the way around. Now we're going to go down on this line here, 2 3/4, 2 3/4. I'm just going to make a reference line. Same thing here, 2 3/4. 2 3/4, and you guessed it, 2 3/4. Okay, once you've got those reference marks made, we're going to go through and let's connect those lines that we just did. Remember, don't cover up your lines with your ruler. You want them over the edge. Place your marker on one of your marks and make your diagonal across. Again, it matters how well you do this. The better job you do laying out, the better job you're going to be when you actually get to cutting it. Making these diagonal lines still. Okay, that's step 2. Okay, so make sure that your diagonal lines are 2 3/4 by 2 1/4, and that's video number 2. Go ahead and hit pause, or if you're good, and go to the next video.